plan your next career move? Or are you the type of person that bounces from job to job? What I want to talk about today is how everyone that's in a permanent position today should start thinking like a contractor. Now, what do I mean? Contractors move from contract to contract. Most, and the ones that I tend to deal with, tend to move from contract to contract very seamlessly. There isn't much of a gap, maybe a couple of weeks because they want to take some time off. But they're always looking, they're always negotiating, they're always meeting, they're always networking with people for the next move. Contractors are like sharks, they don't stay still, they're always moving. I don't mean to say you're like a shark, by the way, I'm just saying you get what I'm on about. But you never stay still because they're constantly moving. Contractors never say, I'm happy where I am. They're always listening. They always want to hear what else is out there. And if you're offering the next step in what they want to do, they are more than interested to come and speak to you and what you're talking about. So the permanent employees out there have a lot to learn from the contracting marketplace and how they work. Because I believe that permanent employees should always be looking. Why? We're living in strange times. As much as most of you like to think your job is secure, just take a look at Toys R Us, Maplin, Carillion, even Claire's Accessories. These companies now are, some of them have gone bust, and some of them are announcing that they're going to go into administration or are in administration. So that means that your job is at risk. So how can you think like a contractor in these situations? Well, always be networking. Always be building that network of potential companies that you want to work for. Be selfish. Think for yourself. Think about your own need and career. It doesn't matter what you do, by the way. Everyone can do this. If you're working in retail or you're a FTSE 500 CEO, everyone should be looking after themselves. Now, I'm not saying that means that you're going to ditch company loyalty, because that still exists. But then a little piece of you should always have your toe in the job market and looking at what advances your career. Now, if that happens to be the company you're working for advances your career, then great, continue that path. But always be aware of the fringes, what's really out there. Network, speak to recruiters, stick a recruiter on your Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and you can see their jobs constantly, because you never know what turns up. Be a passive, active candidate. I think that's probably the best way to describe it, where you're happy where you are and you don't need to change jobs. However, it's nice to know what's going on in the marketplace just in case that can help you with your next career move. And that's kind of the philosophy of contractors and how they find their next contractors. And I think it's a brilliant philosophy. I think everyone should be doing it. Everyone should be looking for the next opportunity. Because at the end of the day, you are important. No one else. Take care.